Hello, I'm Rob.
And I'm Neil.
And this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. And today we're talking about stress.
Yes, stress. It's becoming a common problem in our modern society. Most of us have felt it at some point in our life, perhaps at home with the kids and family, or maybe when you're watching your favourite football team lose, or when you're stuck in a traffic jam.
Well, Britain is facing increasing stress-related issues at work, and this is what we're going to talk about today. But first, Neil, I've got a question for you to answer. According to a survey carried out this year, what's considered to be the most stressful job? Is it a commercial airline pilot, a school teacher, or a surgeon?
It's got to be a teacher, a school teacher. You can't escape for the hour length of that lesson.
Yeah, that's true. OK, well, we'll see if you're right at the end of the programme. Now let's talk more about stress and a report by the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development. It's found that the number of people who are suffering from stress in the UK is increasing.
So why is that?
Well, it seems that the economic problems we're all facing are mainly to blame.
To blame. In other words, the economic problems are the cause of the stress. So, Rob, I guess it's the high prices of things like food and petrol that's worrying people.
Well, not just that. It's stress in the workplace that's the biggest issue. This report discovered that it's become the number one cause of long-term workplace absence.
So people are off sick or absent from work. And what's causing this stress?
Again, it's the financial situation, as we can hear from the BBC's John Moylan. Listen out for the word he uses to describe how bad the economic situation is.
The world of work is rarely stress-free, but now there's fresh evidence of the impact that the tough economic climate is having on employees. According to this annual report, in workplaces across Britain, the downturn is taking its toll. There's a particular problem in the public sector. 50% of public sector firms say that stress-related absence has increased in the past year.
John Moylan describes the workplace as being rarely stress-free. It's often a stressful place, but now he's saying the current economic climate is tough, it's hard, and this is having an impact on employees or staff and businesses.
John uses another phrase, taking its toll. It's taking its toll on the workplace.
So the picture isn't good, and half of the UK's public sector companies have reported a rise in employee absence caused by stress.
And that's interesting because jobs in the public sector are traditionally seen as more stable and secure than those in the private sector.
Yes, it is surprising. Public sector jobs, such as civil servants and teachers, were seen as jobs for life. But perhaps that's not the case anymore. It's a worrying time.
So how exactly is the poor economic situation affecting the workplace?
Well, let's hear more from John Moylan on what the report says are the reasons for this increase. Listen out for the phrase he uses to describe the main cause for concern by employees.
The main causes they cite are organisational change. With staff numbers being cut, workloads are also a problem, as are concerns over job security. The survey found that employers planning to make redundancies are more likely to report an increase in mental health problems among their staff.
So it's organisational change or change in the structure of the workplace. That's the main problem.
And this includes cutting the number of staff, and that leads to increased workloads for others. And everyone's worried about how secure their job is, or what we call job security.
The other worrying factor is employers who are planning to make redundancies have reported an increase in mental health problems in their staff.
That's not good. And staff are also concerned that if they lose their job, they won't find another one.
Yes, it might mean they're unemployed for longer than they'd expected. So what can be done to reduce this stressful situation?
Well, the report's made some recommendations for managers on how to help their staff. It says companies should have a plan or a strategy in place to help staff. Offering counselling is one option.
Well, the economy doesn't look like improving very soon, so the problem of stress in the workplace looks set to stay.
OK, Neil, I think it's time we revealed the answer to today's question.
Ooh, am I right or am I wrong?
Well, let's see. Now, earlier I asked you, according to a survey carried out this year, what's considered to be the most stressful job? Is it a commercial airline pilot, a school teacher, or a surgeon?
And I said a school teacher.
Well, it's a stressful job, but it's actually wrong. According to a survey by employment website CareerCast, commercial airline pilots are the most stressed. They're not only expected to guarantee the safety of passengers, but also to keep their flights on time, even when flying in bad weather.
Ooh, it's not a job for me then.
No, nor me. Anyway, Neil, could you remind us of some of the vocabulary we've used today?
Yes, we had stress, absence, tough, employees, taking its toll, public sector, organisational change, job security, redundancies, a strategy, counselling.
Thanks, Neil. We hope you've enjoyed today's programme, and please join us again for another 6 Minute English very soon.